Hey everybody, welcome to another exercise bike video. This is season 2, episode 7. I'm running out of fingers this season. I'll have a few more and I'll be past 10. My name is Jordan Givey. I'll be your instructor today. I'm not a professional cycle instructor by any means, but I do this mostly just to stay in shape in the winter and a little bit of fun. It's not super fun, but at least it's something to do. As I get warmed up here, I'm going to fix my microphone, which is super tight on the back of my neck for some reason. And we're going to get situated. As you can see here, if you haven't been here before, on this side over here we have a circle. That's the total time of each segment. You can see that it goes around, and as it finishes, I'm not sure which way that goes. I think it's this way, or this way. It'll be at the end of a segment. Right now we're in the warm-up. On this other side over here, all this list, this is all the segments we're going through. So as you can see in the circle, there's 1 of 15, and there's 30 minutes total today. So not a crazy ride by any means, super basic. What we're going to be doing in this ride is there'll be a couple sprints. If you feel like you're not ready for sprinting or something, just don't do it. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but I would encourage you to try your best. So as we get warmed up here, I'll explain the 4 levels that I work around with these classes. Level 1 is something that's easy, that you can sustain all day. So think like, 4, 5, 6 hours of doing this. And right now, this resistance is super easy. I could do this all day, not even breathing hard. Level 2 is something you can do for a short period of time with some slight discomfort, but you should be breathing heavy by the end, or starting to breathe heavier. Think like carrying groceries in from the car. Stuff like that. Level 3 is a hard level. That's something you can't do for more than maybe a minute and a half. If you're lucky, 2 minutes. That's something that you don't tend to do even at all during the day, except when you're working out. And we want to find that level 3 in this ride today, because it's an important place to be, especially if you're trying to exercise and build up your cardiovascular strength. So level 3 is the best place to reach. The 4th level, we won't touch it today, is the hardest you can sustain for a short period of time. Think of like maxing out. So I tend to try to avoid level 4. On a traditional resistance scale, it would be a 7, but we're not using that in this video. So just be aware of those 3 levels. I've tried to explain them here by explaining each single level with a level 1, level 2. So I'll try to re-emphasize that as we're writing. Also, thank you to everyone that's been joining along. Super fun. See your comments down below. I try to reply. Usually when I see them, I don't check every day. I'm not a professional YouTuber or anything, but it is fun to see that people are benefiting and using it. So thank you for letting me know it's working. Honestly, it's mostly just me holding myself accountable in the winter, because I do love to ride mountain bikes in the spring and the summer and the fall, and sometimes in the winter if I can get down to where it's not snowy. If you're in a climate that doesn't have snow right now, what are you doing inside? Get outside. Go ride your bike outside, or whatever it is. If it's too cold, I get it. I totally get it. I used to ride fat bikes in the winter, and I liked it. I wouldn't say I loved it, but it felt like it was always dark outside by the time I got riding, and it felt like every single time I would go, I was always like freezing and sweating at the same time. Just a weird situation, and I tried layering up. I don't know. So I have some friends who are getting into it, and trust me, I want to do it with you guys, but I don't like riding in the dark, in the cold. I night ride in the summer, but man, the cold's terrible. Okay. As we're counting down here, our first segment is going to be a 2-minute small hill. So we're going to go up a small, just gradual hill. So as we think about that small hill, try to think of the resistance you're currently at now, which is easy, and we're just hanging out, having a good time. Try to think about mentally stepping it up just a hair to that level 2, which would be a little bit harder. So we're counting down here, 10, 9, 8. Still counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your bike, there's a knob or a lever. Mine cranks to the right. It tightens down like a screw. I'm going to add like a quarter turn on mine. Every single bike's different, so gauge it based on your level of resistance. And we'll hold this for 2 minutes. So, oh, sorry, not 2 minutes. Well, I guess 2 minutes, yeah. So let's hold that. I need to read my app. Also, these workouts, I kind of make them up based on other workouts I've followed. Sometimes I'll use an app to try different workouts, and this one too, just to see what I have, what's out there. And for the most part, everyone's using music as their timers, which that's great, but the great YouTube hates music on videos. And I tried adding music on a couple on these free ones, but just get a Bluetooth speaker and get your old iPhone and play music on that. I mean, it's easy. I'm not trying to pollute your music space with my own music. Obviously, spinning or exercising to music, it's way more enjoyable, but I make these in silence for all of you. So I sit here and talk to myself in a room with no music, so we don't get copyright strikes. Okay. This hill's feeling pretty strong. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little more by turning the knob just a little bit. I'm going to try to make it a little bit harder. Like, we don't want it too easy. I mean, why would we be doing this if it's too easy? We need to make sure it's a little bit harder. That feels better. So we're going to recover for a minute after this. So we're not relaxing. We're just slowing down to get ready for a sprint. So it's going to be a minute recovery in 2, 1, 0. Pull back to a level 1. See, I'm a little bit out of breath. I can feel it. That definitely, it's hitting me. And we're already, down pretty far in the ride. It's crazy how fast these pass by when you're really trying, or how slow, depending how hard you're trying. Okay, this has got 33 seconds left. And this sprint, it's a level 3. So I'm going to take my knob on my bike and crank it a couple times, like maybe a 1 full rotation around. Mine's pretty sensitive, and you're gonna see a lot of resistance pop up, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be a minute long, so go there with me. We're gonna recover for a minute 30 afterwards. So really give it a good effort here. So 3, 2, 1, crank it down. That was a full rotation for me. I can feel that. Okay. As we get in this sprint here, relax your shoulders, elongate your back, put your butt out, chest out, hold this position, use the power from your legs to power through this. Yeah, it should be hard. If it's not hard, give it a little more. Got to make it through this part. We got a recovery coming up. All right, let's go. You know what to do. Double down. Make it happen. Don't give up on me. Fixing that microphone. 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Recover. Level 1. Catching my breath here. And here's what I notice when I push hard like that is I can't talk in complete sentences without gasping. So for me, I know that's when I've worked hard enough to have pushed it to a level 3. Okay. This next segment, I wanted to try something different here. I've noticed some of us like doing a longer segment of uninterrupted cycling. A medium hill is a good representation of that. Medium hills are all over the place. If you go out and ride your bike outside, pretty much all hills would be classified as a medium hill, in my opinion. So that's something that starts out easy, gets a little harder, maybe easy again, maybe hard again, you never know. It's kind of living and breathing, it's going. So what we're going to do when we hit this hill, we're going to keep it here on a level 1. And I put down level 2 as the maximum that you could potentially hit, but maybe we go for a little bit higher. So let's up our cadence a little bit. So it's our legs rotating here. So I'm going to count mine off here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now this feels wildly easy for me, so I'm going to crank down right now. Feel free to do the same. Here we go. We're at 440 on this hill, and we want to focus on a couple things. First is, let's focus on how your week is going. How is it going? Is it going good? If it's not, this should change it. Giving yourself the time has proven time and time again to solve a lot of problems. And giving yourself that time to exercise and focus on yourself, that's an important aspect of everyone's lives they're missing out on a lot of the time, including myself. So as we go up this hill, think about that first and foremost. Second thing is, this is too easy. Let's crank it down a little bit. There's a live adjustment for you. A little bit more maybe. We want some resistance on our pedals. Yeah, there we go. I'm excited I have some power pedals that came in the mail. They're made by a company called Garmin. And I'll have across the top or something, live data of all my power zones and stuff. So for those of you who want to know more information, that's where you'll find it. I don't know how I'm going to make it yet, but we'll figure it out. As this hill gets a little harder, remember, the power is coming from your legs, not your arms, not your chest, not your biceps, which are part of your arms, or even your back. This is all legs. So let's breathe, and let's rotate those feet. Really want to find a healthy cadence. I think I'm in a good spot here. If you haven't found yours yet, that's okay. We want to keep going. This should not be easy. Just bouncing all over the place. There. Okay. 2 minutes, 24 left on this hill. You may have noticed over here, there's a sprint coming up at this same level too. We're just going to go faster. Same resistance, just faster legs. So we can manage that, right? I'm starting to sweat. I'm sure a lot of us at this point in the winter time are just so sick of the snow. And you know what? That's the whole point of winter, is to get you stoked for the springtime. Oh, all right. Let's make it minute 22. You know, there's one thing you should take away from this hill. It's that this is a long hill. 5 minutes is a long time. Oh, it's relatively long right now. I'm sure watching it back, just sitting at your desk, feels like 10 minutes, even 20. Okay. 43 seconds left. Then we're going to sprint for 30 seconds. So we're all going to do it together.
Don't give up on me. Don't even give up on yourself. Come on. We're pushing through this whole thing. Let's go. Notice when I get tired, I start saying, let's go. And it's mostly me telling myself to go. Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up the speed on your legs. Let's go. Hear that? Let's go. I'm just paranoid this will come unplugged. Okay. Push it. This is the part where you want to give up. Close your eyes. I'll count you back in. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it off. Relax those legs. Keep them going fast. Can't see. I need to wear like a bandana or something. Hide my massive forehead. Okay. Used to be not this big. It was smaller before, but we had a kid and now it's going away. All the hair. At first I was really worried about it. Tried growing it out further and it just looked weird. Looked like I don't know, some NPC from a video game or something. So I just buzzed it off and now looks like I'm gonna rob a bank. All right, 12 seconds, we're gonna hit a sprint, a level 3. So believe me, I don't wanna do that either. It's a minute long, we're gonna push. So I'm gonna do a full 360 degree rotation on this knob. Need a little more even. Oh, there we go. All right, push it. This is the part where you start cursing at me or something in your head, saying, I love this. Okay, silence, let's go through this sprint. We're going to recover for 2 minutes after this. So really give it a good effort. Relax your shoulders. Elongate your spine. Put that butt out. Really push with your legs. Whew. If I'm feeling it, you're definitely feeling it. 10, 9. Okay, I'm not cheating. 2, 1, pull it off. Recover with me. Oh, this never gets easier. That's a good sign. Okay. How are we doing? I've thought about moving all these videos to a separate channel, but in the end, I don't really care that they're under my name because only I'm instructing, so it's no big deal. But I think if anyone needs to use this to instruct through, I could make like a how-to to produce videos similar to this. It's a pretty easy setup. Basically a camera and a couple lights and a sheet of green fabric from Walmart. It's not even real fabric, it's like paper. But the editing process, it's all in free software, and you could do it even with your cell phone as the camera. If you use an app like Filmic Pro. So I know a lot of people are needing virtual exercise and help, and I've been in the production space for a number of years, so I know some tricks, but I'm not the best in the world. But I do know some tricks to make things better. Some of my videos should go over editing and stuff, but for the most part, I try to stick to just producing these because we have a need for content that's free and readily available, not behind some paywall or something. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, One level 3 sprint. It's level 3. It should be really hard. Oh, there it is. You can hear it get harder. Duh. Okay. It's a minute long. A 2-minute recovery after this. So let's go there. Let's go through this climb. This sprint, sorry. And this is it's short. It's not easy though. Push it. Make it a little harder. There we go. Relax your arms. Chin up, chest out, butt out. Relax your shoulders. Get in the zone. 20 seconds. Are you in that zone? I'm kind of there. I'm feeling tired though. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Do yourself a favor and relax. Drink some water if you need to. Just kick back on the beach. Feet up. In the sand. Or wherever the heck you put your feet up at. Your desk. Your couch. Make it happen. And here. Okay. We have 9 minutes left in this ride, which means we're 2/3 of the way through. Only a third left. The glass is 2/3 full, my friends. So these next segments over here, it's a small hill, fast cadence, and then a cool down. So these are the last 3 things we're doing today. And they're really short. So that small hill starting at level 2, we really want to climb up into a fast cadence. So as you start approaching the end of that segment, which is 3 minutes, we're really going to rotate our legs fast. Just really hit that fast cadence on our legs, really rotating quick around in circles. So go ahead and get comfortable, relax, breathe in deep, breathe out deep. If you can smell yourself and you smell bad, congratulations, my friends. You have done this the correct way. Or you don't have BO. You're one of the lucky ones. Okay, let's go down to 13, 12, 11. Okay, this small hill, I'm going to bump mine straight into a level 2 because I really want to gain that cadence over time. So I'm going to push it. Full rotation here. There we go. This is going to be a little bit harder. I'm going to make mine a little bit harder because over the ride, you get more warmed up and you get a little stronger. So maybe give yourself a little more on this one. That's the idea. Okay, as we're pushing through this last segment here, that fast cadence, it's a minute long. That's quick. That's really quick. Okay. I also adjusted my mic placement a little bit further back, and maybe it sounds better, less gasping. I noticed I was breathing into the mic, so hopefully that's gone. It was annoying me, so I can't imagine how annoying it was. Okay. Also, fun thing that happened this past week, did a virtual event for a famous NBA player, Mark Eaton. Incredible guy, awesome messaging. He's a public speaker and trainer. Highly recommend his content. If you haven't seen him, he's out there. You can't miss him. He's a tall guy with a great tall message of leadership and teamwork. So really liked what he had to say, and it was an honor to help Mark in that event. So Mark, if you're watching, I'm impressed you found a spin bike. That's big enough. All right. No, really though, class act guy. Really liked everything he had to say. Okay, minute 7 left. And this small hill, there'll be a fast cadence at the last resistance you were at. So bring it up a little bit. There you go. Right there. Maybe even a little more. Feel the pain. Okay, let's focus. 36, 35. Prepare yourself mentally for that fast cadence sprint, okay? I know for a fact I'm not ready. 17, 16, 15. Let's go. Everyone, this is the last thing. Okay. Same resistance. Go. Go fast, come on. Push it out. There we go. Don't give up. You know yourself. You know what you need to do here. No excuses. We have a 4-minute cooldown after this. So buckle up for the last 23 seconds. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on. Keeping that cadence high. Our legs strong. Pull it off. Not all the way off. Keep it low. Keep it slow. We're fighting the fat. One ride at a time. I've heard that changing my diet would help, so who knows? I'm sure dietitians would know. Okay. Man, I'm sweating like a pig over here. Okay, on this cool down, what I like to do is take deep breaths and control my breathing. Figure out where it is. So breathe in deep. Breathe out. In. Out. You can kind of see where I'm panting in between. So I like to get it to a full controlled in and out. So deep in and deep out. Your core body temperature is going to be a lot higher right now than what it was 30 minutes ago almost. And if you've made it this far, I know who you are. Not by name, but I know in the data, you're like the 12%, I'll put a screenshot here, the 12% that make it through, sometimes 5% make it through to the end. And if you want to share these with your friends, that's awesome. These are meant to be free, readily available, easy to find. I don't know, I don't see a lot of videos that are this style, so maybe it's not popular, but I don't care. I don't have any need to make money off of this. This is just to keep me in shape. And the YouTube algorithm doesn't like my content, apparently. So, not that I care that much, but if I were to post more, I don't think they would get more views. They're just there. If you need them, they're there. At the end of the video, if you're still cooling down, there are some places to view more and subscribe or whatever, if you feel the desire to. Whew. Tell you what, this was a good burner. This session wasn't the hardest session. We took it a little easy on those hills. We did recover for a lot of the time. But sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes out on the trail you have fast days. Sometimes you have slow days. And on the exercise bike, same thing. It's a great tool that you can hang laundry on. That you can also use with these videos or with a subscription service or whatever. So whatever you're using, get your laundry off of it at some point and use it like this, like you've been doing today. Okay, 27 seconds left. As we're cooling down, we're going to do a couple stretches that we always do at the end for 15 seconds each stretch. That's just so we don't damage anything as we leave this session. Feel free to stretch more after those. Those are just to get you generally stretched out on the bike. I'd recommend doing some toe touches and stuff later after that. 2, 1, let's pull it off. Let's coast to a stop. So let those legs slow down. Keep on coasting. And let's go ahead and put the left leg back first. So stop. Left leg back, heels down. Straighten your legs out, straighten that back. Butt back, hips back. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate the right leg back now. Drop the heel. Count it out with me. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Go ahead and unclip or just slip out your feet and step on the ground. Bring your left leg up. Heel to your butt. Count it out. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it down slowly. Switch legs. Right leg, bring it heel to the butt. Pull your toe. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Bring it down slowly. Thank you so much for joining today. If you haven't checked out the other ones, go ahead and click on them and subscribe if you would like to. I'll see you in the next one.